Welcome on in, everybody, and today we're going to be doing another PvP guide in the Unity Cup. Today we are going to be doing a Gold City run, and the reason we chose her today is because I'm going to be using her in the upcoming Scorpio Cup. It is going to be a medium distance race at 2,000 meters, but this is not a Scorpio Cup guide. We will be doing a separate video for that. Regardless, we are going to be training her for PvP and Team Trials, so Champions Meet and the Team Trials runs. We can take a look at her stats here with a 8% increase to speed, 8% increase to power, and a 14% increase to wit. So overall, a relatively good spread. The only challenge here is going to be getting up that stamina high enough so that we can get her ready for a 2,000 meter race. Now, keep in mind, the Champions Meets are much more competitive than standardized Team Trials, and you can do Team Trials way more often than you can do the Champions Meet runs. So it's important to keep that in mind. If you're going for the ultimate Gold City build, we are going to be using her Autumn Cosmos skin here. If you take a look at her standard, she has a split into power and guts. Now, it is a bit different. There's not the 8% growth to speed and nothing in wit, but those are kind of negligible when we're talking about 8 and 14%. Wit by itself isn't going to be the biggest struggle. The biggest struggle for us is going to be speed and stamina. So while we don't have all the same skills, you don't see the debuffs here like you do on the Autumn Cosmos version, you do have the same aptitudes for A in mile, A pace, A late, and a B in medium. We're going to try to get that medium up. If we don't, that's fine. She's also an excellent mile runner if you're looking to add a mile runner to your team. However, if we get the sparks that we're looking for, we may as well aim to pull off a good medium distance runner. For the mile runner, I would probably recommend aiming for around 650 to 700 in stamina. For medium, I would say anywhere from 850 to 900 if you can get it that high. If you don't get it quite as high as you're looking for, you can always add on an additional gold recovery skill such as Gourmand or Swinging Maestro. We're going to be aiming for Swinging Maestro on top of this by ourselves anyway, but if we can get a secondary one, that is even better. Since we are a late surger, we're going to try to ignore anything that is going to be giving us sparks in those areas that are not a late surger. Turf are okay for sparks, and anything medium is also okay for sparks. So now we have gone ahead and picked the best legacy characters that we could. I am borrowing an Ogre Cap that has 2 4 medium sparks and 2 turf sparks. Very good pairing for this Gold City that we're going for. And it was enough medium to push us up to an A. And then I'm going to be using a veteran Manhattan Cafe. Yeah, I always want to say Aishin Flash, but we're using a veteran Manhattan Cafe of our own that has 2 late surgers, 1 medium, and 2 turf. So overall, a really good spread for what we're hoping for, and maybe we can pull off possibly even 2 S ranks. Now, moving on to our support cards, we are going to have a heavy focus on both speed and stamina. Everybody know that Rico's gives a lot of decent stamina increases, and also our Super Creek is going to give us Swinging Maestro on top of that. So I'm going to be using a 3 speed, 2 stamina, 1 support deck with Rico stacked on top of this. We also have a few different support cards that are late surgers or end closers, which are going to be a little bit more relevant to our characters, but we still do not want to ignore the fact that we are looking mainly for helpful skills that come on support cards with high special priority. The special priority is going to be the frequency in which this character shows up for their training. And I already know just from our basic racing that we do every single day that this is going to be the best build for us. So we got a borrowed Kitasun Black. Naturally, we're going to be using an Aishin Flash maxed out. I got a King Halo maxed out. The Super Creek, only 1 unlock. Unfortunately, have not been able to get another one of her. And this was an event card for the Silent Suzuka stamina support card. Very, very good support card. Special priority at 35. It could be higher, but she gives some really good other bonuses as well. And we were able to max out our Rico card here just with some of the extra pulls that we did this week. So that's going to be our build. We might as well do an event boost. Why not? Let's get those extra points and head right into it. Now, one thing to keep in mind about Gold City is that she does, similarly to Gold Ship, have events where she will be training restricted. Now, this isn't always a awful thing, as there is always going to be many opportunities to rest during those restricted trainings. Or we can even get lucky with some of our Unity Cup training stacks and be able to do that while we are restricted. It could potentially screw up some of the training, so we're not going to focus on those too much, as I've only seen it happen 2 times in a single run, and sometimes it is very, very limited, so not too bad. It's just something to keep in mind. We want to keep our stamina up too, since we aren't using any wit cards. So if we get any good Unity Cup trainings, I like to throw those on over there. Super Creek's going to be one of the more difficult Umas to get up to where we need her. So if I can do that early game, I would really like to get my training for her out of the way, since the later that we get on in the game, the higher our training stats are going to be, and I want to really max out our speed at the end here. There, we got a double Unity stack with our Suzuka card. More than likely, our Super Creek and our Icing Flash are going to be our 2 most difficult cards to get up. We got a King Halo on Wit. Again, it's a good time to get some Wit points in there. It's better than resting if we can avoid it. And we got a max energy up by 4, solid. We got another double stack on Wit. Those double Wit stacks are always phenomenal, especially when you do not have a Wit card, because you get the extra Unity Cup bonuses. And we're up to good mood without having to do any sort of resting or recovering. 18%, still a little high for me. This is going to be a time where I will take a rest. Unfortunately, we only got 30 energy back, but what are you going to do? We'll take speed 1 here. We'll get soft step. Probably won't purchase that, but it's not a bad skill to have. We can throw another training in for Super Creek. Getting her up early game is going to be massive, because the bonuses that she gives when she has rainbow training are huge. You can get high 30s just with her alone on the training when it's high level rainbow training. Now, what else do we have here? We got the double stack on Guts. We also have a double stack on Wit. I'm actually going to prioritize the Wit training here. Again, I like to get this out as early as possible, and she just rises so slowly. Her friendship bonuses are very, very minimal. For a junior debut, just like with any A-rank guides, we are going to go ahead and jump her over into a front runner. Ideally, we can pull it off. We haven't done any speed training, so excellent, we pulled it off. It really is just the luck of the draw going up to your junior debut, because sometimes if you don't really get any speed training in prior to that, it can really set you back, especially if you lose. But luckily, we got a bit fortunate there. This is an awesome stack. Even though I don't have any Unity training, I can train all 3 speed cards and my Super Creek all at the same time. And here comes some more training partners. We got the Super Creek Bubble Pop. Or we can do Stamina for 2. We'll do the Stamina for 2, because we do need Haru Urura as a dirt runner. So if we can get her level up prior to the first Unity Cup, that's going to be very beneficial for us. Good Wit training with Icing Flash. And we're going to pretty soon here have a lot of characters that are going to be able to do Bubble Pops. And here's that training restricted. I think we can only do speed. Yep, so it's speed, and it's only with Rico. So in this case, we actually are going to rest. I'd rather get that energy back than waste it on a Rico training. And then we got a double Bubble Pop on Stamina, which is looking pretty good. Get our King Halo up. And there she goes. We'll have her take care of the trash. That'll give us plus 15 to Stamina, which again is huge when doing any sort of PvP training. The double on speed Icing Flash is coming up. Great. So again, like I mentioned, I think our Super Creek is going to be the furthest behind. If you don't have a Super Creek, you can switch that out for really any high level support card that does any sort of stamina training, or you can even swap one of them out for the Rice Shower SSR, as she can also give you the Swinging Maestro skill. We'll throw that into Stamina. Solid Energy. I wouldn't want to do Bubble Pop on Wit traditionally, but our 2 stamina cards are kind of behind, so let's go ahead and pop it. Doesn't hurt to have a very good long distance runner with Super Creek there, and take the energy. 4 more turns before the Unity Cup, so we're looking pretty decent. We may do the second option going into the Unity Cup, but we'll see once we get there how our stats are looking to add up. This is a good time for a stamina. We'll get King Halo and our Silent Suzuka increasing. She's still in the blue. They really increase so slowly compared to some of the other cards. And that's a really good speed one. Excellent. Super Creek is in the green, and probably 2 more turns with her, and we're going to be looking solid for rainbow trainings coming up. Early December, we have all the way till July until we have to worry about any sort of beach training, and we want to make sure we have maximum energy going into our beach training. Second race, we're going to pop on over to late. Third place is fine. It's late game that's going to give us all the stats that we're looking for, so we can just ignore any non-first place up until then. Now we got a few options here. I'm actually good. This is a Bubble Pop with 2 speed cards, but I'm actually going to go with this one because it's going to fill up Matakani's gauge and get Super Creek so close to being able to do her rainbow training. Now let's see how we add up. We might be looking a little... I think that's fine. We can take the risk. It's really important to win this first race, but for the sake of the recording, let's take a little risk, make it a little more dangerous. What do we got here? 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Not bad. Got our first win. And we are headed on to the second Unity race. There comes Curran. We got some dirt racers there with Agnes Digital as well. And we're always going to be grabbing as much energy as possible. Again, we are not using wit cards, so it's really important to get those energies up as quickly as we can. Stamina with Silence. And she's very close to being able to pop soon as well. We are 700 fans short. If you got above 3rd place in that last race, you would most likely be sitting nice right about now. But we got to make do with what we got. These 2 are so close. I really want to get these 2 up for the next Unity race, though, so we're going to do a guts training. And hopefully we'll get another good wit stack here, so we don't have to rest. But that's going to be up to Umamusume. Yep, that's good by me. Haru's almost there. We put Kita-san over the edge, and Rico is on the way. Silent Suzuki coming in with concentration. We're not going to race just yet. We're more focused on the stats at the moment. That's going to get those. All of these cards are going to be hitting rainbow training at pretty much the same time, which is nice. Let's see. What do we have for races? Yeah, we'll wait till the next mile one. We only need 700 fans, so I'm not too worried about that. This is going to be a really good stamina to do. Excellent. So we got both our King Halo and our Super Creek up to rainbow training at the same time. Rice Shower can now burst her bubble, and King Halo did. Patience is key is always going to be the option we choose with Rico to get her training guaranteed. And now it is race time. We just got to get 600 fans, so I'm fairly confident we can pull that off. What? Holy crap. Did we actually just fail? Oh my god, we just failed. Oh my fucking... There is no fucking way. Alright, so that last one was absolutely laughable. I have no idea how that happened. I have not had a failure like that in so long, so we're gonna give it another shot. I did the exact same run, exact same build. We actually had the exact same win-losses on the Unity Cup, so it could have just been a fluke. We're gonna give it another try here, get our inspiration, heading on in to the Satsuki show. I still cannot believe that we got 8th place in that race. So this is a 2,000 meter race, very similar in distance to the upcoming Scorpio Cup. Nailed it first place, but somehow we lost the 1,200 meter, but you know what? I won't complain about that anymore. So we got 4 turns before the next Unity Cup. And once again, I tried to make it as similar as possible. All of our cards are pretty much able to do rainbow training at the same levels that they were in that very first run. We could aim, yeah, let's aim for some Unity training. We do want to get Haru up. That will give us a good bubble burst and allow us to get more stat points while also allowing us to not have to worry too much about our dirt racers. And if we get a 19 plus 15, we got to take it. We'll pop them on stamina if we can. 2,400 meter for the Japanese Derby. It's relatively long, but it's not the worst that we're going to have to deal with. And having that extra stamina training is going to be solid. Because remember, we want to kind of focus on maxing our speed at the end of the run. Late game, kind of senior year time frame. There, we got another first place with the 31,000 fans under the belt. And 3 turns before the next Unity Cup and 9 turns before the Japanese Derby. 3 turns, 1 turn. 1 turn. I don't do math, apparently. 1 turn before the Unity Cup. Let's do a Rico training. We got minimally decent energy, so I'd rather do that for the 32 energy than worry about getting a 30, 50, 70. And we could do a Super Creek pop, but I'd rather throw this into speed and get the Ice Sheet Flash pop as well here. Now the Unity Cup is open, and let's see how we look. So, stacking up, that doesn't look too good, so we're actually going to do the E-Rank one for level 26. I'd rather win this than lose it and get minimal stat point increase. So let's go ahead, take the win, easy sweep, and we'll make sure that we're more suited for the next round. The most important thing is that we win the very last Unity Cup race. And here are some more members. Stamina went up. Excellent. Looking good. We are on the beach training. Nothing phenomenal. So let's actually get some energy back in case we get a really, really good stack here. Team Power C. Good by me. And what? We got a 39 plus 2. Let's take that. And we can increase 2 of our cards here. Double stack for stamina. Perfect. And then it's not anything super good. So let's do a wit training. We can get a Silent Suzuka Bubble Pop and get, was that Taiki Shuttle, I believe? Very, very close. Top option here for power. And hopefully we get a good speed one. Come on, give us a good speed stack. 26, no, but we did get a 55 for stamina, which is good by me too. 2 Bubble Pops. Thank you, Rice Shower, and thank you, Suzuka. Now, our energy is looking a little low. This might be a good time to do another Rico. It actually lowered a bit more there because of the event, so it might be smart to actually go for the rest. Hopefully we get... Ooh, we got hit the 30. Dang it. When you get the 70s, they're really, really worth it, but sometimes you don't get too lucky. We'll throw it into speed. And we need some more... We don't really have anything fantastic, so let's get that mood up again by doing a Rico event. Excellent. Training restricted is fine. I think it's a wit training. Yeah, we can do a wit training. We can get Haru up. We were going to try to get her up anyway. Very, very close to popping. And we are headed to the Kikuka show. I don't believe we got Professor of Curvature or Swinging Maestro yet, which is surprising, but that's fine. We're going to get Late Surger straight away. It's 30% off. And let's get Slick Surge 20% off and Home Stretch Haste 10% off. All very, very good skills. Our stamina is looking decent enough for the Kikuka show, so I'm not too worried about that. And this will allow us to really move forward. And that is a first place absolute sweep there over Manhattan Cafe by a distance. In second place, get our stat points up. And now we are headed towards the second Unity Cup and the Arima Keenan. Ooh, mood down. Why are you doing that to us? Why are you mooding us down? All right. Karaoke. Give us karaoke. That's a hard... Yes, we got it. That's a hard one because we had max energy. So I really didn't want to do any sort of that type of training to get some energy back, but we nailed it. Karaoke, very, very lucky there. let's see here. So our wit and guts are pretty much where we're going to want them. So let's throw this into power. It's still going to give us a 16 plus to stamina. I'd rather not train wit or guts really anymore at all, because we're going to get a good amount of points to throw into there simply by completing the URA finals and the Unity Cup. So now is a really good time to do our third Rico Recreation. And we'll go for the large honey milk. Excellent. Mood great. Extra stats, stamina, and guts up. Arima Keenan should be a piece of cake given the fact that we just absolutely blew the Kikuka show out of the water. Ooh, second place. Okay, okay. You could do better. Normally at this point we would have Swinging Maestro at least, but looks like our character events are lagging behind a little bit. I think we'll still pull it off. Let's see. We're going to start training up our speed a bit more. This time Unity Cup, we're looking really, really solid. We'll go ahead, take the win. Hopefully we'll get a sweep. Not a sweep, but we won 4. Good by me. Team ranking 11. We got 2 more years, or sorry, 2 more Unity Cups, and we are headed into our senior year here. And we don't actually need any energy, so let's go ahead and throw that into skill points. The more skills, the better the PvP performance. And we got another double stack for Rainbow on stamina. That is awesome. We already hit our 700 mark, so we're going to start pretty much exclusively training speed. We got one more inspiration coming up. Give us that carrot. That should max us out again. I just hope we get some good... Yeah, there we go. That's a 41. In the nick of time. What am I talking about here? That's awesome. We got the double stack. We just need a triple stack, please. Dancing in the Leaves, level 2. Nice, nice, nice. We can do another speed training, get up Digital and Curran. Or Saiyan Sky, my mistake. It was the light hair that got me there. And plus 10 stamina, plus 10 power. That's Swinging Maestro. Ooh, that's kind of a difficult one. I would like to do more bubble pops. So let's go ahead and throw that into stamina. That'll get us Haru where we want her. And Digital pretty much there. We may go ahead and do another Rico training here just to get some energy back before going into the Osaka High, which should really not be all that difficult for us, just like the Arima Keenan. Although, to be fair with the Arima Keenan, I was expecting a much bigger blowout. But we can go ahead now. We might be low on points. Nope, we got the 10% off. Excellent. Now, all we need is Professor of Curvature to really even out this build, but Swinging Maestro should carry us pretty well, and we have over a 698 stamina, so shouldn't really be running out of energy at any time during our races here. Already pretty solid as a mile runner, but remember, we are training her to get up to the mediums. Now, one turn before the Spring Tenno Show, going to be the most difficult race of this career path. But what do we get with this inspiration? Let's see. NES's S medium, S turf, medium. Excellent, we got S medium. Looking solid there. And with that dialogue, we are headed towards the Spring Tenno Show. One training, and we're going to throw it into speed. Still no Professor of Curvature, really? Oh yeah, Kitas in black. Come on, Kiki. 3,200 meters should be fine. We just got to place top 5, I believe it was. But our stats are looking pretty solid, so I think we're going to be okay. Yep, there's a solid first place. 3 lengths over Tom and across. And we are 4 turns out from the second to last Unity Cup racing here. And we got 2 more goals, the Japan Cup and the Takarazuka Keenan. Let's go energy, sweets. And that's a 57, excellent. We're still a long ways off from maxing out that speed, so we do need to get a little lucky here with some of our stacks. 28, now let's take the rest. Give us max 50s, still better than a 30. Okay, 33. Almost up to an A, very, very close. Come on, give us those big stacks. I want some massive numbers to put up there for our speed here. We've been taking pretty much all of the good speed trainings that we've had. However, sometimes you just don't get the speed stacks you want. We've been getting really, really good stamina stacks. We only have the 2 stamina cards, but we've gotten more double stacks from our stamina than we have from our speed cards, which we have 3 of, which is surprising. All right, let's go Unity Cup. What do you got for us? Are we looking good? We're looking solid. Absolute sweep. Give us the sweep. And it is. That's what I like to see. We'll take the +5s and skill points. Looking good. All we got to do now is finish strong. We got 41. Yes, that's what I like to see. Keep those coming. 41s and higher. Let's go protein. For another double stack. Okay, this is what we are talking about. Feed it. Feed it to me. Come on. Come on. We're going to go ahead. And let's see. What do we have here? I don't really want to waste a turn, so we're going to rest. Yep. Time for rest. And then, what? We got a 29. Yeah, we're going to have to take the third. It's still a 31. It's not bad. We're almost up to A+. We do need some luck here to really hit it out of the park. Take the top option here. All right, give us something good. I don't care about Hot Topic. Speed level 5. 25. Nope, we're going to rest. Okay, we got another 50. And there we go. That's a good thing we rested. We got the 42 in there. Plus, we're almost about to cap off Saiyan Sky. And... ooh, that's a tough one because I would rather not pop Haru's bubble there. All right, bring it on home, Rico. Make us happy we made that choice. Give us some lucky speeds. Speed bubble pops. Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on. We'll throw that into power. Ooh, that's rough. That is rough. Now we'll go with then. Might as well get that energy back. I'm on the edge of my seat. We need those good speed trainings, and they're just disappearing now. But that's still, even with the bubble pop. See, that's why we were waiting. 35. We should be fine for this Japan Cup, and then we'll have 1 turn before the Unity Cup. First place. Give us those stat increases. That's exactly what we like to see. And we are headed to the qualifiers with, oh my gosh, they're just absolutely killing us here. We're going to do, oh, we're going to do one more rest. We're going to do one more rest. Come on, don't let us down. We just need to, like, 2 40s. Okay, we got a 34. Unity Cup open. This is the finale. I think our Gold City is fine. We're looking pretty good for Team Zenith here. Now let's see. I can't remember. Did we get Professor Curvature? I don't think we did. We ended up winning the Unity Cup, so that's solid, but I don't think we got Professor Curvature. Oh, Kitty. What are you doing to us? Come on, just give us like some massive stacks here, please. Oh, you're not massive, but you're better than nothing. We're going to be fine. The very last race might be a little difficult. We might buy some skills just because those racers are there. And everything's looking good. Our stamina is going to be actually higher than we were originally aiming for, but that's completely fine. Semi-final. Oh, that's a hard one. That is a hard one. Do we take it? Do we take the 24? No, let's go wit. And then we're going to put our faith in a really, really good last training. I got faith. Come on, we're going to get like a 62. 62. Give it. We're not going to backspeed. I don't think we're going to backspeed. We're going to be pretty. We're going to be a little short. We're going to be a little short, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll still get the 12 here. Will my speed cards fail me? They did. they failed us. Oh well, we'll throw it in at 17. It's only 5 less than what we were going for anyway, so not a major loss. We still hit 1106. And yeah, we did not get Professor Curvature. In that case, we'll buy It's On. We still have Slick Surge and Homestretch Haste, which are very, very good skills to have. And this should be an easy dub for us. Let's go. There we go. By 5 links over Bitter. Heck yes, that's what we like to see. We're going to get all those points. I think we're going to be about like 60 points shy. 60 points shy of max speed. Plus 3s, and then we're going to get the carrot supplement, so plus 10s. Rika's going to give us some more stamina. And guts. And then the plus 5s. Obligatory plus 5s. All right. Yeah, just about 60 short. No problemo. So we did miss out on Professor of Curvature, which is a bit of a bummer. We're going to get No Stopping Me. We're going to get a few others here. So we are late surging. I'm going to get Highlander. I'm going to get late surger Savvy. Actually, I'm going to take Highlander off. 193 to mess with. So let's go ahead. We're going to purchase Triumphant Pulse. I really like that skill. And if we can pull off a good positioning, it will be an awesome, awesome win. So there we go. We have our final stats here. Pulling off the A+ with our Gold City. And 2 Power Sparks, 2 Late Surger Sparks. Not bad. These are our finishing stats. We did get a S rank medium. Almost maxed off our speed. Very, very close. Stamina and Power, both A's. Guts and Whip, both C's. Actually a C+ with Whip. Unfortunately, we didn't get Professor of Curvature, which is a bummer. It's not always guaranteed to make you lose, but it's just one of those things you kind of need to sort of even out the playing field a bit, because everybody has Swinging Maestro and everybody has Professor of Curvature. So it is possible that we can get beat out by some players with Professor of Curvature because we don't have it, but that's okay. We did buy some really, really good skills, and I'm excited to see how this Gold City performs. But anyways, if you liked the video, if it was helpful at all to you, make sure to leave a like on the channel and subscribe for all future content. We do a ton of Umamusume stuff, and we sprinkle in some other games here and there. Make sure to leave any comments. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And have a good start to your week. We'll see you later.